What is good, y'all, man? It's your boy, Cozy Movies, man. Haven't done this in a while, but we're changing that, man. And we're here to talk about some movies today, man, and some news and all that good stuff, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm actually excited to see what we're talking, things we're gonna talk about, and all that good stuff, man. And so right now, what we're gonna talk about is so far what I've been up to and movies I've been seeing. But topics for today are easily just talking about movies I've seen over the past month or two, and just get a quick brief, thoughts on what I think about those movies, and then gonna dive into more talking about the MCU stuff and the DCU with their recent news and trailers that's coming out. I want to talk about that. And so that's pretty much about it. Maybe we're going to talk about these topics today and get right to it, man. And I'm excited to talk about y'all. But so we're going to start with these movies and let's talk about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get down to it. So hold on real quick. I think my letterbox is tripping. Didn't hurt the load. Hold on. It's crazy. Hold on quick, bro. Now I can't sign into my damn letterbox, bro. I don't know what it's talking about. Okay. Hate this shit sometimes. My gosh, now I gotta do all this shit. That's really bullshit. It's literally the same fucking password. So, let's get back into this shit, bro. Because it's literally the same password I had for the past freaking. See, it's why I know it's bullshit. Because, what you mean, like, bro, I can't sign in? What you mean, my computers don't match? I really just reset my damn password. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, gosh, letterbox, y'all killing me, man. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Okay, I'm done. I'm absolutely done with that. I'm just gonna tell y'all what I seen on my phone because this shit is ass. So disappointing. Like now it sends an error to sign in, bro. Like this is what I'm talking about. It's crazy, man. Look at stuff going on. Now Bush wants to happen. See, that was weird. They want me to sign with my email. Crazy, ain't it? Now I'm signed in. Alright, so let's do this, bro. Let's go to my recent activities. I got like 3 over a million. I got lost. Um, Alright, but let me share my screen. Alright. Hey y'all, it's your boy Cozy Movies, man, aka Cozy Cinema. We're here to talk about these recent movies that I've watched over the month. I'm gonna give my, like I said, my brief thoughts on them real quick. I ain't gonna make it too much because I get into the next video, the next topic. So let's get right to it, man. And lately, the last movie I think I talked to y'all about, I can't remember. I think it was actually, um, yeah, I don't remember the y'all. I don't cut. But we're gonna start from around November. 'Cause I think that's like the last time I kind of like gave y'all what's going on. But I think it was like Good Fortune. I think it was the last time I did something. I talked about it. I don't know. But we're gonna start from November, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just talk about the movies I watched, and just briefly talk about. Nothing crazy. But show you my screen. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's a bit. Show. There we go. All right. So lately, I'm talking about the movies I watched and what I thought about. And we're gonna start from Bugonia because I think that I never talked to you about Bugonia, and well, since the movies after that. But I watched Bugonia. I thought the movie was fire. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I thought Bugonia was actually a good movie. I thought what you call it. I'm a stone there thing. I'm a stone there thing, and yeah, the movie was dope. I give it 4.5. I mean, 4.5. I give yeah, 4.5 stars, and so my grade was an A-, and that's still I get to this day. I thought it aged well. As far as like aftermath of leaving the theaters, I watched it again on streaming, and I thought it was a good movie, man. It's one of the best movies of the year. Good shock value, good interesting story, concept, and an interesting plot. And the cast is damn near great as well with Jesse Plemons playing his role. They so great in that movie. But yeah, this is pretty much my review. I thought about it. I'm not really gonna read it word for word, but pretty much I'm just saying how this movie was just great. And shout out to Aiden Delpis as well, who played as Don in the film. He was stand out. Who played a disabled, mental, disabled character in this film that is a little slow in this movie, but at the same time, like he perfected that role very well and made me believe that he can be like that in real life, which I hope he's not. You know what I'm saying? Prayers, but I'm pretty sure he's acting out, and if he did, that's a great performance from him. But shout out to Begonia, that's a great movie. Y'all go check it out, man. Next one we're gonna talk about is Regretting You. I watched Regretting You. I gave it a 3. I give it like a C+. It's not a bad movie. I think it's just like it's just your typical campy comfort drama, dramedy, I guess you can say, type of film that I think people will enjoy more watching at home in theaters and streaming just going to the movie paying like 15 to $20 for a ticket to watch the movie. But I like the movie though; it's a good concept. It actually still revolves around people who are love film. You know what I'm saying? And it adds a little bit to that in the film. Kind of makes me get more of enjoyment out of it. But overall, it's just a solid average watch. Next is Springsteen, Deliver Me from Nowhere. I give it a 4 stars. My grade was a B+. I thought Jeremy Allen White did great in this film for his performance. I was not familiar with Bruce Springsteen at all up until this movie. I heard some of his songs, of course, but like just the lifestyle and him as a person, I wasn't really like into that. So Jeremy Allen White kind of gave me a little like some sort of realization from him. But overall, I thought it was still a good biopic. Nothing great, nothing top tier to like win you over. But I still think it's one of clean, smooth by picking movies that we saw this year. It's gonna get probably under the radar or overlooked. But shout out to Jim Allen White though, man, for this movie. It was cool. Next, we're gonna get into Good Fortune, and I think Good Fortune was actually a good movie. One of my favorite comedies this year. Actually, also it's a good movie overall, and depicts about the average person in everyday life, how we all struggle with, trying to make ends meet with jobs, money, financial bills. It's just a good movie covering all that, and if if you relate to that, you would actually love this film like I did. You know what I'm saying? It hits all, the beats that we all, like I said, we all go through in today's society with having to get like two jobs and having to work doing the extra going the extra mile pretty much just for us to live and live a comfortable life. And I think Good Fortune does a great job with that with Ozzy Ansari with his directorial debut, and also being the lead role in the film, and Keanu Reeves being a great addition to the film, adding the comedy and the laughs to it, also with Seth Rogen. I thought it was a good trio to work out with, and I think it's a good film you can watch at home or in theaters. I think it's a good movie to go back to and just watch. So go watch Good Fortune whenever you get a chance, man. It's a good movie. Next is Christy, with Sydney Sweeney, and we'll talk about more Sydney Sweeney when we get into the housemaid. But Christy is a good movie. I actually like that. It's a good power pick. Same as I thought about with Bruce Springsteen. Wasn't familiar with Christy. Wasn't familiar with her life and her career. I'm not gonna lie, but this movie made me feel for her, care about more, well, not care, but like got me more researching about the character more. And I watched her biopic on Netflix. I should go check it out. It's a good biopic about more deep dive into Chrissy Stark's life, and the experience that she had to live through with her husband Jim Martin and all that, which is I think was a scarier a scarier experience to watch as far as like watching it from the movie and the biopic, I mean in the documentary. And shout out to Ben Foster as well, who portrayed Jim Martin in this film. He did great. It's good to see Ben Foster also just getting back into acting a little more and seeing him on the big screen. Shout out to him. Next, we're gonna go into Die My Love. Die My Love was awesome. It was a great movie. I think it's misunderstood. Um, I think it's one of those movies where not a lot of people are gonna relate to it because it is about postpartum depression, and you see that going through Jennifer Lawrence's character in this movie, and you see, of course, Robert Pattinson's character as the husband, the boyfriend, you want to call it, husband, but how he has to like manage and like pretty much stay afloat and calm while she's going through this unhinged of depression that she's really going through. And I think it's a great movie. I think it hits marks on people and especially women who went through that type of stuff. I'm not gonna like go deep into that because like I'm not trying to make it like a little more than it is, but I'm just saying you went through that type of experience or as a woman in general, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a good movie to watch. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was a good movie, man. I think the hate's kind of, kind of too much. Yeah, it can be dragged out because it does feel dragged out. You do feel a drag, and it's a long movie, but I think it's still this is just as tell a story and tell pretty much the overall theme and narrative about postpartum and depression overall. So go check out Down My Love, man. It's a good movie. It's a 4.5 stars. It's an A- for me. It's one of my favorite movies this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not top five, but definitely in the top 10 around there somewhere. Next, we're gonna get into is The Running Man, and I like The Running Man, bro. Another overrated movie this year that I think Glenn Powell. I'm not even a Glenn Powell fan. I was actually not a hater of Glenn Powell. I always thought Glenn Powell was a good actor. I just wasn't like a huge fan of him. I think people were like pushing him out to be like this person that he's really not. But this movie made me like Glenn Powell even more. I love The Running Man. Um, Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like as far as like an action movie, and it's cool, bro. Like it was fun. You know what I'm saying? It's a cool popcorn movie that you can just go in and enjoy. At some serious moments that can take seriously, and some moments you be like, all right, you know what I'm saying, going out their way. But that's what movies are about. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can work, sometimes it can't. And for me, for this movie, it worked. You know what I'm saying? And seeing from the original, and the person who actually liked the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think this is better than the original movie, in my opinion. This is me. A lot more shit going on, a little more action, and more serious too, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Despite still being a dark comedy a little bit, especially in the original. It has some dark elements in this movie that actually vibe with. The story is okay. You know what I'm saying? It's typical. You know what I'm saying? He has a sick daughter, and the poor living in like a wretched as society right now. In a dystopian society. and he has to make ends meet. And so joining the show, we're making money, and of course, yada yada. You get the gist of it all. But Running Man is dope, bro. The cast is cool. I love seeing Lee Pace in here on Cat. That was dope to see, and Josh Brolin did solid for his role. Um, Overall, it's a cool movie, bro. 4 stars. I give it a B plus or a B. Since it's a cool, solid popcorn movie. Um, Now we're gonna get into a little more November, a little bit. More stuff in November. I mean, sorry, but Train Dreams. I watched Train Dreams on Netflix. It was a good movie. I think everybody should go watch the movie. This is easily one of the best movies this year. Um, just just pretty much depicting the movie's all about putting on stuff on life, depicting life and how we gotta just appreciate life how it is, and even though there's gonna be some ups and downs in your life that's gonna really bring you down. It's gonna make you question about the world and all that. And this movie depicts that really great. It's written by Clint Bentley and Greg Cordar. I think they did profoundly well with the writing, and it's so simple. Now I'm saying nothing crazy. It's really simple. It's really simple but effective, and gets the story going and tells it in a meaningful way. So Train Dreams is great. It's a good movie, man. Netflix did a thing with this one this year, and I'm really not huge with Netflix and their movies, but Train Dreams was definitely one of those ones that I think that it's definitely go as one of the best Netflix movies that was probably produced and put out. Hands down. It's a great movie, man. Joe Egerton was great in the role as the lead. Um, yeah, man, it's a good movie, man. Go check out Train Dreams. Next is Sorry Baby. I watched Sorry Baby, and I thought it was a good movie. Definitely worth, I guess, the wait for me. I didn't see it when it went out in theaters, which I wanted to, and I was eager to watch the movie. I never had time to since it came out to theaters. But I had a chance to in the beginning, then towards November, and I liked it. You know what I'm saying? It's a cool movie. It's a great movie. I think E. Victor is great in this movie as far as like portraying Agnes. She's very emotional, going up and down. She goes through a trauma that every woman. I hope every woman don't go through. You know what I'm saying? And you see in this movie, she's just again finding her way back into society and learn how to appreciate life again and appreciate the people around her and after all the trauma that she went through. So I think Sorry Baby is a good film, good supporting cast. They had Naomi Mackie in here. She did great as well for a supporting role. And it's a good movie overall, man. I think you should go check it out if you get a chance. And that's what I gotta say about it. Now we're gonna talk about Wicked for Good. Wicked for Good was another 4 stars I gave a B plus. I gave it a B plus. It wasn't better than the first, but I still enjoyed this as much as the first. But I didn't get as emotional as his first. You know what I'm saying? But it's still a good movie. It's a good conclusion. It was, I think, to me, it was darker than the first one, and had a little more action going around. But it's just the emotional beats and the story overall just didn't hit me all the way like the first one did, and I think that's why I gravitate with the first one more. And also, the first one has better, I guess, like memorable music that can like just sing all of a sudden from that first movie. I can't remember a song low key from Wicked for Good, but like one or two songs. But yeah, that's just what I think about Wicked for Good. It's not a bad movie, like I said. It's still a good movie, and it's a good conclusion. And actually, I give respect to the Wicked franchise, how they made this franchise a huge thing as it is, coming out with the first Wicked, how that motion came in, and now this motion came out. You know what I'm saying? And it got motion, bro. Wicked franchise got motion, and I'm hearing they're about to do a spin-off universe of like Oz universe type thing for the franchise. I even know I'm not think it's a great thing, or of course anybody can tune into. But for them and making money, that's good for them. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably tune into some projects if I'm interested in, and but if not, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I saw the two movies and I enjoyed those. Let's go check out Wicked for Good if you haven't seen it, and that's about it. Sisu Road to Revenge was my next movie, and that movie was fire. Big step up from the original, from the first one. Sorry, big step up with the action and all that. Like it was great. I enjoy Sisu. Um, Stephen Lang, yes, he did. He put him in the movie better, but that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? We need actors and villains like Stephen Lang to amplify and elevate his movie. And he did his thing. Jorma Tamila was dope. You know what I'm saying? Again, he just goes through another movie, him not talking. He just gotta go through it, killing all these dudes that trying to get to his destination, you know. And Stephen Lang, again, he adds a great layer of his presence of being there, and it was felt, and his acting was on point. This is a good movie, man. Like it's a dope action movie between a protagonist and antagonist trying to kill each other, or you know what I'm saying, got a little beef history with each other, and it's just a good movie, man. And I had to give it an A-, 4.5. I was sitting at 4 stars at like a B+, but it's the fact that I enjoyed it way more than the first one, and I love Stephen Lang in this movie like a lot, so I give it an A-, man. Give it a little boost. But that's what I think about Caesar Road to Revenge. It's a good action movie, man. Go check it out whenever you get a chance. Now, next we're gonna talk about is Avatar: Fire and Ash, man. So I see Avatar. We're not talking about Supergirl because I just reviewed that because of the Supergirl trailer. But I watched Avatar: Fire and Ash on December 1st. I was invited to a screening earlier, beginning of the month. And I watched the movie in 3D Dolby, and that was an amazing experience, bro. This was hands down um, my favorite one in the franchise in the trilogy so far. You know what I'm saying? Better action, the story was there, the emotional stakes was there. All that was in this movie, bro. And like I said before, I love this franchise, and I think it's kind of getting overhated. People don't. I think they kind of take this franchise for granted a little bit. Like, yeah, it might not be crazy. Like, the story might not be crazy and all that, but at the same time, you don't need a crazy story. Like, all you need is really something simple, and Avatar really carries. And Avatar is really known for its technical and visual aspects more than just the story itself. But even though I think the story is still firing going on in this movie, people just be. I think it gets overlooked because, like I said, it's pretty much overlooked by the visual, the technical of the CGI effect, VFX on these avatars. Is I'm saying just trying to gravitate more to with the fans and all that in the 3D perspective and all that, more than just telling a good cohesive story. And it is all over the place on which you know what I'm saying. I will good at that. But if you follow the franchise and you really like into this franchise, it's really not hard to really understand or comprehend. I think it's really because of the haters just really hate on it more. So I guess trying to just say the story is really all over the place and it's bloated. Right. I can agree to some extent where like it is kind of like I won't say it's all over the place, but like it's to the point where like it's connecting the dots to point, and then it's all going to lead towards Awa, and that's what the movie did. And and we're still learning more about Awa. You know what I'm saying? We're still diving more into Pandora that we don't know about. And I love the mystery behind that. I love the character development in this movie. Every character in this movie had great development compared to the first two movies and a huge arc a little bit. And I love what I saw from the tent, not from the tent, I'm from Noak, from Carrie, Jake. Oh my gosh, a scene between Jake Sully and Spider with Jake Champion was probably like most hardest scenes I ever watched as far as like them going that way, them going that far especially in this franchise. And that's why I be looking at people saying the story is not strong. Like, it's crazy. Like if y'all see this movie, story in this movie is emotional. It's crazy. It's bold, and I like how James Cameron, like I said, is bold with that, and is not afraid to put that in the movie. And I'm glad two things in the movie, that and a certain scene with Noah, that I love and I relate to. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great movie, bro. And Una Chaplin as Varong is easily the best villains I've seen this year, probably in years as well. She brought the fire, literally. She brought the fire, man. She brought the energy. I can't wait to see more of her in Avatar 4. Spoiler alert, yeah, she doesn't die. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? For the ones who haven't seen it yet, I'm sorry. But as you know, she ain't dead yet. So you know what I'm saying? Let's get somewhat more of her. But yeah, I like the dynamic between her and Quaritch. I like first of all, I like I love how this nigga James Cameron mirrored the shit between how he what Quaritch is doing, what Jake Sully was doing in the first Avatar. I just love the parallels in this movie. It's so dope, man. The story, again, I don't know why y'all be saying it's overrated. Shit is hitting, and of course, the visual effects, the CGI, and all that was beautiful, man. Seeing that in 3D was amazing. I watched it already 3 or 4 times. Our first one was in 3D, and the second two was and then of course the next two was in regular 2D. I saw it with my sister, and I saw the next one with my friends. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It's a different experience seeing that shit in 3D than 2D. And I've never seen 3D movies like that, and especially with Avatar. So when I say that shit, you gotta see shit in 3D. You gotta see shit in 3D, bro. It's a totally different experience. Like it's insane. Like it was scenes in the movie in 2D. I'm to my friend like, bro, this shit ain't nothing. You see shit in 3D. Like that shit was crazy. Like it's insane. But that's how I feel about Avatar: Fire and Ash. I think it was a good, great movie. Not good, great movie. I'm looking forward to Avatar 4. And like I said, I'm looking forward to more expansion of the Pandora and see where these characters go and how they develop in the story. You know what I'm saying? How it ends. So shout out to Avatar: Fire and Ash, bro. Easy 5 stars. A movie for me. You ain't gonna make me hate this franchise or this movie at all. So I like it, bro. And it has stakes. Next, we're going to talk about is Kill Bill. Yes, sir. Wait, no, I'm sorry, I lied. We're going to talk about Eternity first, then we'll talk about Kill Bill later on. But I saw Eternity, and I love Eternity too. It's easily one of my favorite rom coms this year. Miles Teller and Elizabeth Olsen did great in this movie. I love it. I think the chemistry was on point, and like I said, it was funny, man. Like it was really a funny movie. And then Kyle Turner adding the more, adding that layer of the ex husband and that love triangle. It just adds more flair, more drama into it, and more intense. You know what I'm saying? And I like it, man. Eternity is a great movie, great set design as well, and just solid story overall. You know what I'm saying? And I like it. So I give it A minus, 4.5 stars. Go check out Eternity, man. It's a good movie. Next one is Hamnet. Boy, oh boy. Hamnet is a great movie, man. Chloe Zhao does it again. I don't get the hate on this woman, bro. This the same woman that, oh my God, Hamnet is beautiful. It's a great movie. It's a great story. That's all I gotta say. You know, I'm not trying to go deep into it because I still gotta talk about more movies, but it's a beautiful film, bro. Go check out Hamnet. These are the best movies this year. I cried twice in the movie. I just love Shakespeare. You know what I'm saying? I just love that shit. The dialogue, the costumes and all that. I just be into that. I don't know why. It just gravitates to me. So go check out Hamnet, bro. It's a beautiful film. It's a tragic story, and I think the cast is great. Paul Mescal does great. Jesse Buckley, who's going to be the bride this year. I did not know. First of all, I did not know Jesse Buckley was the bride that's going to be in the bride next year with her and Christian Bale. I thought it was totally somebody different, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, but she did her thing in this movie, Hamnet, and I cannot wait. I'm really looking forward now to the bride and her performance in that movie, bro. Jesse Buckley, my eyes on you. You are definitely in my list as far as like upcoming actresses that I'm looking forward to see more. And yeah, she killed it in this movie, bro. Shout out to Hamnet. Shout out to Chloe Zhao. Overhated director. Her craft is there. It's amazing. She needs to do more movies. Apologies need to be censored because she's a great director, bro. I don't get the hate on Chloe Zhao, especially with Eternals, which is one of my favorite MCU movies, if not the best MCU movie. But as far as like story, film quality, all that, production design, hands down, it's a clean movie, bro. But Chloe Zhao is showing why she does this shit and loves to this shit when it comes to like doing these films and why she doesn't really really like cater to people who want to make movies and want to make just regular comic book shit. And that's why Eternals is, like I said, different from all the other movies. It's different from your MCU movies. That's why it's not. Yeah, you can't tell me it's an MCU movie. You watch Eternals. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think I get hated, but also why I think it's awesome and I love it. But let's talk about Hamnet, bro. Go check out Hamnet. Now we're gonna talk about is Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Boy, that was trash. I did not like this movie. I don't get the I don't like I get the love, you know what I'm saying? Because I love a franchise too as well that people might not hate. So like I can get people that doesn't like, you know, I mean that doesn't like this franchise, but also people who've been in the lore, been playing the games since they were kids who are, you know what I'm saying, they like it, you know what I'm saying? Actually like the franchise. So I gotta respect that. But at the same time, I can still get a buck on why I think what's in this movie that's bad and what's not good. So I think Final Fantasy is not good. And it plays like this movie just shows us like one to try to act like we're 12, we're 11 years old, and just with the dialogue, the everything, bro. Like it's just crazy. Like in our knowledge, bro, it's like all right, like we're not 12, bro. Like we know what's going on. And then like I said, the PG-13 rating again hides from it. If this movie was rated R, I'm not gonna lie to you, this should probably would have been a 3 stars, 3.5. But that rated R does kill it. I mean, that P13 rating does kill it, and yeah, man, I don't think the movie is just good at all. It's one of the worst movies here. Now it's kind of crazy because the post credit scene and the last voice message at the end on the credits was the best part of the movie to me. It's kind of crazy because now I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy 3 just because of that. I'm not gonna lie to you, but this one was not it. Did not care for the characters. I'm tired of that little girl. I'm sorry, I keep getting her name. I think Abby. I'm tired of her. You know what I'm saying, she's annoying. Um, she's really annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not trying to sound like like an asshole, but she was annoying in this movie, man. She was worse. I think she was worse in this movie than the first one. And so yeah, this is not it, bro. But like I said, you're a fan, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. I respect that. But at the same time, I can still keep the buck and let you know as a cinephile, as a person who watches movies and film, this is not a good film, not a good movie. But for fans, I guess you can get to your brain off and enjoy it. And that's okay. That's really okay. I'm not mad at that. But just let y'all know, you ask me about Five Nights at Freddy's and Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I'm gonna keep the buck. And that shit trash. So yeah. Next movie that we're gonna talk about that I last watch was Ella McKay. Not last watch, but I last logged into my letterbox, which is Ella McKay. Boy, that was some good sleep. I fell asleep like in the second act of that movie, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, a little comfort watch, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, this is just not it. I think somebody comment on my shit. Yeah. Yeah, I just think overall it was not it. You know what I'm saying? I think it could have been way better than it was. I think the movie just didn't need to be made. I didn't know why the movie was made. I don't even know what's going on in this movie. As far as like just her being a governor and she's pretty much going through all you know the backlash and people want her out of the office and her husband trying to like a gold digger husband trying to get in more of the higher authority because now she's governor. It's just pretty much like that, which I think was okay. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't interest me at all because I didn't care for these characters. You know what I'm saying? Like the only person I cared for was really McKay and Emma Mackey, and I was just like, and that's already like an average, thing to say for me. But Emma Mackey though, like I said, she did her thing. Solid performance. She's gonna do so much. Jamie Lee Curtis, I'm not gonna lie to you, she was just here to throw forced jokes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think she had that much impact to me. But then Woody Harrelson, wasted. Um, yeah, man. Like the cast in this movie, you'd be surprised with the cast in this movie. You'd be like, all right, this is gonna be at least like a decent 3.5 for the 4 stars. You know what I'm saying? What was even that? So that's what I think about McKay, man. It's a 2.5 for me. I think I gave it like a D plus. I'm not gonna lie to you, a C minus. And if Finals of Freddy's, I didn't say my grade. I gave it a D. But that's my thoughts though on the movies I've seen lately. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to the movies this week. I'm gonna go watch Murder Supreme. I'm gonna watch Anaconda and all that good stuff, man, and give my thoughts and reactions to it. Oh, I'm gonna talk about The Housemaid. That's another thing I watched this week. I watched The Housemaid, and I read the book actually. For people who think I don't got the book, I read the book of The Housemaid before I watched the movie, and the book is fire. By the way, fire book. I think the movie though, to me, was just okay. It was a solid watch. I'm not gonna lie. It was a solid watch. I gave it. We can do it right here, right now. I gave it a 3.5. 3.5, and I liked it. Um, I just think overall it could have been better. I think I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This is what I'm talking about the Sydney Sweeney thing and Christy. And Christy, she did her thing in Christy, bro. Like Sydney Sweeney did her thing in Christie. Like that's the thing. Like and the backlash she gets so far by being a great actor or a great actress overall, you know what I'm saying, or even solid. You know what I'm saying? And she's really bland. And at one point I was actually agreeing with people, you know what I'm saying? Like but even though I still like Sydney, you know what I'm saying, overall, because I think she's a cool person overall. You know what I'm saying? You need those type of women in movies like that, you know what I'm saying? Just to add, one, just the gorgeousness the gorgeousness, say gorgeousness, how gorgeous she is, you know what I'm saying? Sorry. And she just look good, you know what I'm saying? Like she has the face and the body for movie stars. So, I'm not gonna get tired of Sydney Sweeney, but I can still judge her though with her acting. And her acting in this movie was trash. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Compared to Christy, it was some big a big step back. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Cause I gave her huge praise for Christy. Asian defender her, like come people out saying, "I need to chill out on Sydney, bro." She's there thinking Christy, bro. Like that show to me, Christy showed me that she has potential to be better than what she is as far as being an actress and kill down all the narratives that's going around with her. But in the housemaid, I'm going back to that narrative. Like, bruh, her narrative in the movie, one, she was narrating in the movie, her narration was so bland. Like, she had no type of like like enthusiasm in her dialogue, bro. Like it was just it was like I don't know how to explain it. It was like a kid who was just complaining. Like it's like a 13, 12-year-old girl complaining like, oh my gosh, I can't do that. Yeah, Nina is this, Nina I mean like what are you talking about? Like it was really like that to be for real. That's how it was, but more like monotone. It sounded like she was really in the studio, just being off the script. You know, like yeah, like really monotone. Just it's kind of crazy, bro. And her acting, like her range and her, and stuff in the movie was okay. Um, like I said, it's a kind of big step down, especially when you gotta have Amanda Seyfried come in and save your ass. Amanda Seyfried carried this movie, bro. Amanda Seyfried carried this movie. Brendan Scannar, he did his thing too. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Despite me not wanting him being as Batman or being the Bruce Wayne, this movie showcased him some of that, but I still don't see it as far as like me wanting him to be it. Like he becomes a Batman, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. He got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be one of those fans that's gonna like boycott DC Batman whatever because the dudes because the guy wasn't the guy I want to be my Batman. But in this movie, he showcased some signs of like a Bruce Wayne charm, of course, because that's really what the character is in the movie. So I'm not gonna give like brownie points for it, but at the same time I will give credit where it's due. He did his thing in this movie. He was not bad from seeing for people I saw from online saying it was terrible. This movie, all that. Brendan Scannar did his thing, bro. Um, Definitely towards the second act and towards the end, especially how I know what the book went. That's where I wanted to see him display his range at. He did his thing. To be honest, I can see him being a villain in any of in the next whatever he does, like DCU or Marvel. You know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be Batman that he gotta be portraying as. You know what I'm saying? Or audition for, or trying to go out there for. He can be a villain. Like to me, I can see him as a Jonah Hex. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. He'll be a badass Jonah Hex. Cause I also see some episodes in like I see some episodes in 1923, and he did his thing. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Ben Scannar hater. I'm just a Ben Scannar as a Batman um, anti. You know what I'm saying? I don't say hater. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll get casted. I'm still gonna rep that DCU Batman. That's what I want at the day is DCU Batman. But getting back to the housemaid though, like I said, Ben Scannar did his thing, and then Amanda Seyfried carried the whole entire movie with her performance. But Amanda Seyfried was just hands down awesome. But yeah, man. Overall, like I said, it's a 3.5. For me, nothing more. I will give it a 4.5. I'm not 4. I will give it a 4. It was just man, Sydney as acting was just like a little more better, bro. Then I probably get it 4, but nah. But that's my thoughts on my movies that I watched. That's everything that I've been talking about for the past month or two. Hopefully, like I said, y'all can tune in more for future movies I'm gonna watch. Like I said, this week I got Mars Supreme. I got Anaconda. There's another movie coming out this week as well. I can't remember, but that's what I got so far. And of course, I'm gonna talk about it. Y'all gonna see my out of theory reactions. So go check it out, man. It's your boy Cozy Movies, aka Cozy Cinema. Stay cozy acting movies, stay cozy watching movies. And y'all, man. Peace. You know what I'm saying? Now we can talk about DCU, nigga. Now we'll talk about the DCU. Or should I talk about Marvel first, nigga? I'm talking Marvel first, nigga. Fuck all that shit. Uh-huh. Actually, we're gonna watch the trailer. We're gonna watch the trailer of Avengers Doomsday. It dropped. Well, first of all, let me start over again with this video because it's topic. But hey, y'all, it's your boy Cozy Movies, man, aka Cozy Cinema. We're here to talk about Marvel MCU, man, and we're here. Who did? Oh, so we got Ricky, we got Jen, we got Agenda, my boys in here. Know what I'm saying? What up, y'all? I know y'all up in the chat. But yeah, man, I'm gonna talk about this Marvel shit right now. Talk about what's going on in the MCU. They just dropped a Doomsday trailer today, and I saw it during the Avatar. But they dropped this the official online HD, so we're gonna check that out right now. Oh, hold on, gosh, screen first, my nigga. Uh, let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. All right, this is the Doomsday trailer, the first teaser, and let's see, man. Well, I already seen it, but let's see it again. Yeah. So that, my people, was the Avengers Doomsday trailer. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. So we're gonna talk about this. So I think this trailer overall was solid. You know what I'm saying? It did a job as far as like getting the general audience back. As far as like one knowing that one Chris Evans coming back into the MCU, see back, and people they didn't say Captain America, they said Steve Rogers, even though we all know it's Captain America. But I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like the idea of him coming back. I like the idea of like I think the rumors going around saying Doom is going to be after him, which I think is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I think you need this as far as like general audience for the MCU. You know what I'm saying? They've been lost for the last couple of years. People ain't even been buying in some of these movies. Some people are. Some people have. Some people haven't. You know, so I think this is a good thing to do, a good strategy to do. Even though, again, some fans who have seen this already might have a different opinion, but I think overall it's a good marketing strategy for again for these people to get back into the seats for Doomsday, for Avengers, for any Marvel event, anything. You know what I'm saying? Spider Man, that's like everybody goes for Spider Man. We all know that. At the same time, that's with Sony. So and right now nobody didn't check out Captain America Breaking the World this year like that. Nobody wasn't checking for Thunderbolts, nobody wasn't checking for F4. You know what I'm saying? The box office shows. So and right now the MCU is at a state where like not making expectations on their money on how they should make. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good idea to bring the OGs back. And hey, it got a story tied into it, a good tied story. Like give it to me then. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm a judge still, and I still gotta see how this gonna play out later on. Like more trailers, and then of course more synopsis on the movie, and of course movie itself. Of course, you know what I'm saying. The writing still gotta be on point. But this trailer though, like I said, it did a job for us to like one get locked back into like what's going on. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Chris Evans is back. All right, for sure. Did a job with that. Got people's eyes on it. They're Doomsday now, and looking forward to the next trailer, which is going to be I think some off around Thor. I heard, and that's going to be fire. So based on what I heard and the dialogue that's going on in that trailer, that shit should be good. But yeah, man, I think Doomsday gonna be fire. I think Doomsday gonna be better. I think Doomsday gonna be pop. Like if based on paper, right now on paper, like cast, the names, the heroes, all that, the villain, all that right now on paper, it's better than freaking Infinity War and Endgame, in my opinion. Any Avengers movies, you want hands down say it, because one, like I said, you got Doom this motherfucker, then you got motherfucker, then you got X Men. Hands down was the reason why the movie gonna be that shit, because the X Men. And then, like I said, man, you got and now you brought back Chris Evans, you brought, and then you got Thor who's still in the mix, and then even though RDJ is not Iron Man, he's Doom, and that that dynamic, that that story gonna hit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for Doomsday, bro. I think it's kind of get a little overhated. Yeah, it's starting off. We're gonna go in with not no build up with Doom, none of that. But y'all should know the situation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should know what was going down for the last few years with MCU and their ups and downs what they had going on with certain people, with certain people that be taken out of the out of the way, out of the plans, ideas. But I think this is a good thing as far as like bouncing back from that. I think they did good with this. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have been worse. So and then like I said, and you saw the crowd, you saw the people when you saw RDJ, they were happy. I was the one that was not happy. You know what I'm saying? But it grew over it grew over time for me to like be down with Robert Downey Jr. as Doom, and that's all you can do. Now I gotta see how you're gonna do this shit and how you gonna portray him in the movie. That's all I can go off now. So I guess I can't say I'm a hater now, but as far as the RDJ Doom, but I am still skeptical on his character and how he's gonna push the character. But at the same time, I'm just excited for Doom. The hype for him and all that was great. When I saw that shit in Avengers, not Avengers 4, I saw his mask just out, or you feel me? So I'm excited to see Doom and RDJ, see him as Doom and see how he's gonna play it, portray as him. So yeah, right here on the article says MCU star missing for 4 years, teases new Avengers look for Doomsday. The hype surrounding Avengers Doomsday continues to build, with MCU movie already considered one of the most exciting movies of 2026. The movie is set to bring back an ambitious number of superheroes, not just from the MCU itself, but with some returning from different universes, making full use of the multiverse saga reality hopping premise. The cast of the Doomsday is set to feature many exciting characters, with some beloved characters announced as returning to the franchise. These include who has seemingly exited the MCU, which is Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr., but also several other heroes from across the franchise's long timeline. Pretty much going over the same shit. You know what I'm saying? That we've been talking about. But and as you can see, it was Chris Evans coming back. That trailer. I'm about to see Thor in his next one this week when I go watch Avatar again. And yeah, bro. Overall, man, I'm excited for Doomsday. I think Doomsday is gonna be dope. I think it should be fun. And get back into that, anticipation of like what's gonna happen. Like I still don't. I'm still in the midst of the unknown, which is great. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's gonna happen in this movie. So yeah, man, easily one of my favorite anticipated comic movies next year. Right there with Supergirl and Clayface and all that. And it's, all these movies are my most anticipated films. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to put it in order, which one I'm excited for the most, because I'm actually excited for all of them all the way around. It just depends on what's going to hit me go first. So, and it's going to be Supergirl. So, Supergirl is going to be like obviously going to be my anticipated one because it's coming out first. But if Doomsday was right there, Doomsday probably number one. You know what I'm saying? Like it's how it is. They're all I'm excited for. And then what else was happening around the MCU, man? In the MCU, there's one thing I want to talk about for the MCU, but I ain't trying to go deep into it. Oh, the leaked trailers, man. There's also a leaked trailer for Spider-Man: Brand New Day that I heard about. I don't want to watch it just because one, I think it'll come out this week anyway. Because the leak, I heard the full leak came out like a couple days ago or yesterday. You feel me? And it's just a matter of time until it's just a matter of time until you see what you call it, the trailer, the full trailer and shit. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the Bruno Day trailer. I think it's gonna be dope. Um, I'm still thinking it's gonna be a little messy because, like I said, you added the Hulk in this bitch, you added Punisher in this hole, you added the Hand in here. That was no Daredevil, by the way, which is insane to me. And so I'm skeptical on all these movies. Nonsense coming out this year for comic movies. I'm skeptical on all of them because even though I'm excited for them, these movies could still be ass. You know what I'm saying? These movies could still be mid or not good or solidly good. You know what I'm saying? They could still be not great. So, but my anticipation and what I've seen, do my research and seen the team behind some of these movies, I'm excited for it. Supergirl, like we're gonna DC in a minute, but the team behind Supergirl, the team behind Clayface, the team behind Doomsday, the team behind Spider-Man Brand New Day, I'm actually excited for all that, all that. You know what I'm saying? Just come through with that writing. That's all I care about. Come through that writing, bro, and you won me over. But I'm not going to be talking about it that much about the NCU right now. You know what I'm saying? It's still getting his feet wet, getting back into what he needs to get back into. Probably gonna talk more about it when we get into the Doomsday Thor trailer that's gonna be shown at theaters this week. I'll let y'all know how I feel about that. When I see that for the first time, I don't want to watch it. I want to watch it online. You know what I'm saying? I saw the Steve Rogers one online because it was just like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It was right there, and I did it anyway. Especially based off what the trailer was and what I heard from. I'm like, all right, so basically nothing. So I watched it and and I was right. But yeah, man. Moving on to the MCU, man. That's hopefully, like I said, they come harder. I'm excited for Doomsday. I think Doomsday's gonna be fire. I think it's gonna be one of the best Avengers movies out there. If it comes through, well, I think I'm coming through with on paper. And Doom's gonna be that nigga. Even though I wasn't high on RDJ Doom, but I'm high on Doom, the character Doom, and what he does. And Doom brings that shit. He brings the heat. So I'm excited for him, man. It's your boy Cozy Movie Man, aka Cozy Cinema. That is our small video topic on the MCU and what we think about the, my thoughts about Doomsday and the MCU in the future and all that, bro. I'm looking forward to it, bro. Tune in for the next video. I'm gonna dive in more into the MCU as far as like with TV shows coming out, with the Punisher special, the Daredevil Born Against Sin 2, the Wonder Man TV show coming out next year, and of course more dive on Doomsday and talk about Spider-Man too as well, even though it's not MCU, it's Sony, but I'll still get talk about Spider-Man. Other than that, man, thank you for the MCU topic and stay tuned in for the whole video. We are out. Peace. Now, we're going to talk about this DCU now. We're going to talk about the DCU, man. We're going to talk about the DCU. Anyways, man, it's your boy, Cozy Movies, man, a.k.a. Cozy Cinema. We're here talking about the DCU. About the DCU, man. I'm sorry, my hair. Oh my gosh. We're here talking about the DCU and pretty much the news that dropped this whole entire month for DCU. First things first, we're gonna react to Supergirl again. I did a trailer reaction to Supergirl already, but we're gonna do it again on here. Supergirl dropped the trailer pretty much 12 days ago, and I like the trailer, but you know what? We're just gonna do it right now and just start right now, and I'll give my thoughts afterwards. Show my screen. Alright, there we go. There we go! Alright. Supergirl, the official teaser, right here.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy. Cars are out. Hereby declare the 23 will be the best year yet.
I love movie.
Let's be honest, babe. It's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Krypton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind. Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
Do others on your planet have powers like you?
No, it's a pretty small group of 2.
What Superman?
sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
And that was the trailer for Supergirl. So let me get my reactions on this right here, man. Get it there. Just like that. I'm gonna get it right there. All right. So I want to talk about Supergirl and DC overall. Um, okay, make sure. All right. I think this trailer was cool. I liked it. When I first reacted to the trailer, I liked it. Definitely some great visuals in this movie. I already said hands down, I think hands down to me, this is gonna be a better film than Superman. It should, based off like her story and reading Supergirl from tomorrow. It should, bro. But let me say this too though. This trailer did not wow me. You know what I'm saying? Trailer didn't wow me when I first watched it, and now watching more now, like I'm more comfortable watching this trailer. Like as far as like I can watch it every time now because it's cool things going on. You know what I'm saying? You got Supergirl going on an adventure. You see Lobo, peak. By the way, you know what I'm saying? And I do have to say this too because you know some people already hear too much in the air, but it do look like a Guardians film, bro. As far as like just the tone and feel of it, and yeah, it's a good thing, and people can say it's a great thing because Guardians movies are cool and good, which I agree. But at the same time, it's like you want to stand out, you want to be different from like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be known for uh, being another Guardians movie or the tone of a Guardians film. You know what I'm saying? You want to be Supergirl. You want to be Woman of Tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like Supergirl, you want to say Supergirl movie look like a Supergirl movie. You don't want to look like say, oh, it's a Guardians of the film. That's why I think I'm not even into that. I ain't into JG, bro. I'm saying JG is still cool. Still my dog, but there's some concerns I got with this man as the head of the DCU. I mean, co-head. I'm sorry. But that's a little thing, we can talk about later on in these videos and shit right now. Right now we're focusing on our DCU and what's going on with that. And yeah, I think overall like I said, the visuals on point. Looks way better than Superman from cinematography standpoint. It looks great. I like it. Some cool visual effects in here that was so clean. Uh, but yeah, man, it's that feel that Gardens, man, that kind of like throws it off. Like some of these people you saw in the movie, like Krem, the Buck, it was trash. I'm gonna lie to you, the design of him was trash, and it's kind of like got my concern of like how they handling him, like pretty much like they don't give a shit about this nigga, and because to be honest, you don't need to look. This dude look like a fucking Ravager, bro. Freaking Ravager. I'm sorry, my language. But he does look like a Ravager. Like, dude, like, nigga, like, be different. Like why you gotta look like a Guardians type of Ravager looking ass nigga? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's like, not a good look for like what we want for our DCU and how we want it to look. Like, we don't want to be like a knockoff or mirroring to like we had got going seen in Guardians already, what we've seen in in the MCU already. And that's what I kind of feel like overall DC's trying to trying to be, which like, nah, we don't want y'all to be like that. We just want y'all to make good quality movies and still have that foundation of the MCU, what they put and what they implemented on for their universe into ours. That's all we're asking for. Not be like them as far as like make it that tone, just like the Guardians, or make it like that, look like the rappers from Guardians. Like, no, we ain't asking for all that. Just set the blueprint like the MCU did, as far as like getting unknown actors, getting characters that we all care about, and putting them in good, solid, quality movies. And that's what this kind of losing track about. So far, at the same time, Superman is the only movie that we got. And I will say that Superman did feel like Guardians a little bit, but at the same time, it still stand out being a Superman movie. And that's why I give praise to Superman a little bit. But Supergirl, though, off the rip, like, it's a space adventure movie, so I guess we're going to see space adventure things, and you see, people that are trying to take her down. They look like Ravagers, bro. Like, that's from Guardians of the Galaxy. So, I don't know. I don't know. The trailer was still cool. It was still dope. I'm excited for Supergirl for sure. Don't get me wrong. Please, don't get me wrong, man. But it's okay as a fan to have concerns and be able to book on things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't got grades everything I see because of DCU. I still want my DCU to be great, and but you gotta do it. You know, you gotta do it in good terms, man, and follow some good shit, bro. But Supergirl, man, it's gonna be dope. I think it's gonna be a cool movie. That trailer, like I said, it was just cool to me. And then wow me like the Superman trailer did. Like when you watch that Superman trailer, bro, that not the official trailer, like that teaser. When we first got introduced to that teaser, my nigga, bro, like we heard the one, we see the nigga first get his ass whooped, waxed into snow. Nigga not breathing and shit. Nigga, I was like, what the hell's going on with my goat? You know what I'm saying? Like you had you worried and concerned, you had you locked in for that first 10 to 15 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Supergirl for me didn't do. To me, I feel like Supergirl was just like another trailer. Like, oh, here you go, here's Supergirl. Here's a trailer. Go check it out when it comes out in June. That's how I feel like they handled her. And 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 I don't think to me I don't think that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I think you should handle her more with more care, just like Superman did. Nigga, like it's the House of L. And then two, you that's my check. If I'm not wrong, David Zaslav said the four pillars of the DCU is Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Supergirl. They handled the Superman right with the teaser of how we should handle one of our four pillars of the DCU. I didn't feel that with Supergirl, with Kal-El, and all that. I didn't feel that with Supergirl. Now, I'm not saying it's still going to be a bad movie. I'm not saying that. I still think it'll be a great movie. I still think it'll be better than Superman. I'm just basing off this trailer. It didn't move me like that. That Superman did. You know what I'm saying? It still moved me to a point where like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch Kal-El. You know what I'm saying? I'm still excited to see Supergirl, but it didn't move me of thinking like, oh, this is gonna be one of the ones. You know what I'm saying? Like when I watched Superman, the teaser trailer, bro, I was saying, oh, this should be one of the ones. You know what I'm saying? This should be an off timer. I didn't get that with Supergirl, but that's how I feel about it. I still think it's a cool trailer. I get the trailer a B plus. You know what I'm saying? Around that area, I think I get the Superman teaser an A. You know what I'm saying? Just the score, the visuals. We saw him doing Superman things. We barely could see her do Supergirl things in this trailer. You know what I'm saying? It's just towards the end. That's it. But the suit is dope. I love the skirt. I still don't like the S. I hate the S on all the House of L's, nigga. I don't like the S, bro. I hope that S changes the minute tomorrow. Some shit like that, man. I don't want the S. That's just me though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's like it's gonna ruin my whole thought of the Superman or the House of L. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't ruin the whole entire thing. But I do want to go back to that original S. You know what I'm saying? That crest on the chest, man. You know what I'm saying? When she ran right there in that comic book right there, you see that S that she got on right now in the comic book? That's what I want. So yeah. But the suit though overall is still dope. I still don't like the lines. That line and that car shit. Probably gotta get that up. Throw that shit in the trash. I'm tired of seeing the lines. I'm tired of seeing that collar shit. But overall, the suit is still dope. I like the skirt. I love the skirt. That skirt was dope to see. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me look at it right now. Oh, I'm at it, bro. Okay, that Supergirl suit is not bad. To y'all, I don't like that Supergirl suit is better than the Superman suit. To me, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Her damn suit look better than the Superman suit. And I still got problems with the suit. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm trying to get like a cool. Right here. Let me share the screen real quick with y'all. Give me. Here, I'll show you this one, the poster for it. The poster. You know what I'm saying? Like the suit right here, like I like the trench coat, you know what I'm saying? Give it aura. And the Walker, and, you know, he's gonna compare it. And I can't blame him. But he's gonna compare this shit to the Star Lord and Guardians of the Galaxy. But I still like this shit on her though. You know what I'm saying? I still got some aura to her, you know, give her like a cool distinctive look. Like I said, the lines though, man, just like it's less lines more than Superman, which I like. You know what I'm saying? They didn't add all the lines in this bitch. But I'm still mad at these lines right here that's showing right here under her coat. But that belt and that skirt though, and them boots, psh, the hair, hey, give it to me. Give it to me. That shit fire. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the heavy. But yeah. Change that S though. This is why I'm not like tripping on the S because like overall the suit is actually kind of dope. But like man, I hope man they just go back to that original S man. Like ain't nothing beating that original S, bro. That's the defined symbol of the House of L. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the defined symbol, bro. Like watch it change. But like I said, hopefully the man tomorrow proves me otherwise. But that's why I talking about the Supergirl trailer, man. I think it was cool and all that. That's a B plus trailer. Hopefully the official trailer riles me even more. If not, I'm probably gonna have some issues with this movie coming out. Regardless of my anticipation, I can still keep a buck on things. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, like how I was handling on Doomsday and RJ Doom before. Nigga, now I'm on the train for that shit. Nigga, get it now. You know? But that's about it, bro. That's how I feel about Millie Alcock and her Supergirl suit. I still think it's a dope look. I like the look, trench coat and all that, bro. And the trailer's dope too. One thing I want to talk about in that trailer is this mud nigga right here. This should be loaded. Boom, 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 boom. This mud jigger right in there. Boom, Lobo. That nigga is peak. Come on, man. Hey, this hands down one of the best characters I've ever seen. Perfect cast. I love Dismal Moore as Lobo. I thought that was his first character at first, like a long time ago. When he first got introduced into DCU, not Aquaman, even though I still think he was dope as Aquaman. But him as Lobo is perfectly hands down the best. Look for him and roll for him. He's gonna kill it. I can't wait. He's just badass in this shot right here alone. For like that one seconds in that trailer, bro. He was hands down probably the best part. You know what I'm saying? To see and eye worthy. But overall, man, I'm excited for him. I'm excited for Lobo. Be interested in DCU and see where furthermore they're gonna do with him. I'm glad to see him in this movie. Him and Super gonna throw some hands for show. Can't wait for that fight. That fade gonna be fire. And that's one thing too. I'm really hoping to do well on Supergirl is her action scenes. I'm not gonna lie, that end part, man, she did a little. I hope ain't just like that like the whole time. Movie she's just taking the whole guy with one thing. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she throw some hands, boom, boom, like you know Superman was doing. You know what I'm saying? Superman a little bit, you know. But with Lobo, that could be fire. But that's my thoughts though on the Supergirl trailer, bro. And that's all I think about right now with the DCU. And now we're guessing that just came upon. Actually, we'll talk about that last. We're gonna talk about this right here. Another that we just got. I think yesterday or the day before. We talk about it right now. Creature Commandos season 2 will reportedly feature the Deep's classic hero. So anybody, well, it says spoilers, but it's not really a spoiler. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all don't want to see a spoiler, I guess you can just go. But we're going into it right now. So the second season of James Gunn's adult animated series Creature Commandos will reportedly feature the DCU debut of well-known DC Comics superhero. The second season of James Gunn's Creature Commandos is now in production and will reportedly feature the DCU debut of a very powerful DC comic book superhero. Now we're going to see who it is. According to Nexus Point News, Captain Atom will appear in season 2 of the adult animated series. We're not sure of how he'll factor into the story, but the site claims that this will be the Nathaniel character who debuted in Captain Atom #1 back in 1987. So, as you can see, having Captain Atom debuting in the Commandos season 2. I'm gonna buck with y'all. I'm not really into Commandos like that. I thought the first season was cool. You know, like for editors to get by and get through. You know what I'm saying? Some content. You know what I'm saying? It's solid. It's definitely a cool thing to watch, but nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. It ain't like it's a you know, I don't know what to compare it to. Not like the Invincible and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like peak like that, but you know what I'm saying. If you bored, you know what I'm saying. You're definitely like into cartoons and animated shows like that. You know what I'm saying. It's not a bad thing to throw on, I guess, for a little bit in the background. But season one was solid for me. You know what I'm saying. Season two, when I saw it was announced, I wasn't like excited, but I was like, all right, for sure. You know what I'm saying. Just got to season two coming. Better bring. All I know is you better bring Cersei back. That's all I know, nigga. That's the reason why that show the last season to me was just okay because we did Cersei, but bring her back and you do her justice, my nigga. All right, I'm back on the road. So this is what James Gunn had to say. He said, "We're thrilled to team up with Max for another season for Kitchen Commandos Mayhem." Gun Studio's CEO, co-CEO Peter Safran said in a joint statement when it was announced that the series will return from our spectacular first season of Peacemaker to the astonishing run of the Penguin to the record-breaking launch of Creature Commandos, Max has consistently delivered above industry expectations and beyond our wildest imaginings. Thank you, Casey, Sarah, Pia, Sono, and the entire team of your tremendous support of the DCU studios to continue. We are proud to call Max home. I love Max too, by the way. Max is dope. But yeah, something new. You know what I'm saying? I guess in that statement that you said. But Captain Adam, man, it will be in the DCU, man. Commandos. Y'all give me your thoughts on what you think about it. I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? Add another, OP nigga into the lineup that has some, interesting, powers and power sets. I mean, and story too as well to get to know who he is. I think Captain Adam is dope. I read like probably one or two comics from that nigga, but like he's overall I've seen him in shows and animated shows and shit. And he's dope. I love Captain Adam actually. He's really cool, and I'm actually see what they're going to do with him in Commandos, especially since like from what James Gunn said, the characters in Commandos or who voice these characters are also going to be the characters in real life action. So who knows who's going to be voicing Captain Adam? Who do you want to voice Captain Adam? I'm already seeing the Alan Richardson fan cast already, even though and I actually like it better than Batman. Alan Richardson was actually one of my choices to beat Captain Adam actually. And I can see him do it, but I don't think based off the people begging him for him to do the Batman role and shit, I don't think he's gonna get it. But we'll see. Who knows, man? I could be wrong. But I dare hear as well that he had talked with DC already about a certain role that he wants to do or capable of doing. So I don't know. Maybe this is the role because this also came out with that announcement of now him being in season 2 of Commandos. Can it be Captain Adam? I don't know. We'll see. But that's my thought though on season 2 of Creature Commandos. Sorry, y'all. And now we're gonna talk about the last topic of the day. And we're gonna talk about this certain DC casting that just was announced earlier this week. My computer can just not be done. What are you doing? All right, here we go, man. We finally got our Brainiac, our DCU Brainiac for Man of Tomorrow. How y'all excited about that, man? I'm extremely excited about that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Hold on real quick. Freaking laptop died. Asshole. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Oh, shit. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on real quick. Hold on. You know what? Freak it. Trying to bring it. Hope it's slowing down right away. All right. Hey y'all, it's your boy Cozy Movies, man, aka Cozy Cinema. We're here to talk about DCU's Brainiac that has been announced earlier this week from James Gunn himself. James Gunn tweeted a while back about Brainiac, and earlier this week announcing our Brainiac pretty much, man. And as you can see on that screen right here, it is Lars Attinger. Um, but first, let me show you this tweet that James Gunn announced, made the official announcement. Keep my Batman profile pic. Anyways, in our worldwide search for Brainiac and the Man of Tomorrow, Lars Attinger rose to the top. Welcome to the DCU, Lars. It's all the nothing he said. But yeah, man, James Gunn finds his Brainiac for Man of Tomorrow and Lars Attinger. Um, German actor Lars Attinger will be Brainiac in James Gunn's Superman and Lex Luthor's movie Men of Tomorrow be here. This is the first time Brainiac, a very popular Superman villain in the comics next to Lex, will appear on the big screen. The character was created by writer Otto Binder and artist Al Plastino and made his debut in Action Comics 242. Brainiac is a really smart android who comes from the planet of Kolu. He's hell-bent on collecting all the knowledge in the universe. What we know about Man of Tomorrow is that David Cornsworth's Man of Steel and Nicholas Holt's Luthor have to team up against a new threat in the galaxy. Wouldn't be surprised if it's Brainiac who constrains cities and destroy planets. In the comics, the bad guy has a history of shrinking Superman's home planet Krypton, and in some storylines, even destroy the place. So that's pretty much about it. You know, I said we're gonna get more into that, but Lars is our Brainiac, bro. I'm excited for it. I'm so glad he went with an unknown actor as well. This gives me more hope on one, our future of DC Batman in the fan castings, you know what I'm saying, to shut that shit down that we're presenting online. But just overall, you know what I'm saying, of what you need to do to get a DC role. Like one audition. And you gotta win in an audition over him. And I'm kinda glad that he said that in a recent response on the threads of asking him sorry, he was answering somebody's question about how he got the role, and he said his audition, which one great answer, you know, another crazy, and yeah, man, I'm glad that Lars is our Brainiac, somebody new. I've seen some clips from him from his work, and I think he's perfect for his role. He has to look for it. I can't wait to see the design on him. I think it's gonna be a dope movie, man. I think Man of Tomorrow. I don't want this to be a great movie because I'm still gonna be questioning James Gunn's writing, but I think it's gonna still be a good movie overall. As far as like a Superman action movie, it's gonna be freaking fire. I think the element's gonna be great still, but the writing's gonna where I'm gonna see where it's gonna lie. And but I'm excited that one Brainiac is in the DCU. He's gonna be showcased finally on the big screen. One of Superman's best villains, horror villains. One of my favorite villains of Superman. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that he finally gonna get his shine on. And yeah, man, I don't know what to say about that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just dope to see that. Like Brainiac is actually in the DCU, and it's gonna be one of the hard villains that we've seen. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm more excited for Men of Tomorrow, despite what I think about Men of Tomorrow. I will get a video about that later on, but this is right now about Lars, man, and I'm glad, like I said, James Gunn is finding unknown actors around and finding the talent as well, and having to get an audition, not just because you did this movie or did this show, you should automatically get an audition right now. Like you gotta win yourself, you gotta earn it, and obviously right now Lars Attinger did it and he earned it. Shout out to him, man. We got Brainiac. I'm looking forward to it. Man of Tomorrow, David Cornsworth, Superman, Nicholas Holt, Lex Luthor, Lars Attinger, Brainiac. Be ready, man. 2027 gonna be fire. I'm looking forward to it, bro. And yeah, man. That's what I think about so far about the DCU. I think DCU right now. I think we should, overall, I'm gonna get a little brief. I'm gonna do a full video on my DCU thoughts, but I'm gonna do a little brief. Right now, I'm okay with where we're at. I'm still got my questions, my concerns here and there about certain things that's being made, that's being put out, that's being decision making from James Gunn. But overall, we're okay. We are on the right path right now. We just gotta see what's gonna be further on going with the lanterns, which I'm not even gonna talk about that right now, bro. I am, and it's sad. Um, how they're handling the lanterns right now. I'm like, first of all, this is a trailer and it gives a teaser, which is one of a teaser, which is the scene in the freaking teaser is where they showed us a first set photo of Hal Jordan and our John Stewart and Pierre just walking, staring, two men walking on the road, and they want to show the teaser that exact same thing what happened leading to that point. Like, bruh, miss me with that shit. You know what I'm saying, bruh? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm so hard on Lances because one, I think it's gonna be like, besides Supergirl, I think it's gonna be the cleanest, probably the most DC project that we're gonna have. And as far as the team behind it, the production designs, like it's gonna be like a clean ass project. But if we ain't gonna see these niggas in their suits or using their powers in the rings until the last two episodes, I'm gonna have a problem. I ain't gonna lie to you with these niggas, and we're gonna have another Daredevil Born Again on our hands. Like hands down, I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna have some words for that. But yeah, man, I really don't want to rant on DCU like that. I mean, on answers like that right now because I don't want to get mad. But that's why I think about DCU. Let me know what y'all think about the DCU right now so far, and where it's heading to. Hopefully, it gets better. Hopefully, the big heavy names come into play soon. We think about James Gunn getting Lars Eidinger as Brainiac, and what do you think about the Supergirl trailer, Lobo, all that, man? Let me know. It's your boy Cozy Movies, man, aka Cozy Cinema. Thank you for tuning in for this whole live stream. Thank you for tuning in for the whole entire video. Appreciate that, man. And I say Cozy at the movies, the Cozy watching movies. And we out, man. See you in the next video. Peace.